Hi friends, welcome to another episode of the Cozy Cottage Crochet Podcast. My name is Hannah. Noah's over here. You want to say hi? Hi. This is a podcast all about crochet, a little bit of knitting. What's it? What is it?
It's milk.
Chocolate milk. My first taste of chocolate milk is chocolate almond milk. Shot glass full. What was I saying? A little bit of knitting. Crochet. This podcast is about crochet. It's about knitting. It's about yarny fiber arts. It's about sewing, except I haven't sewed it since you've been born. Except to mend a few things, such as your clothing. And living the yarniest life possible in St. Petersburg, Florida, where I live. This episode is called
I got something.
The House Tour. Because I will give you a house tour at the end. Climb up. No one can see you. Kalisha,
And I got something
Nova
for you.
has pilfered your bag, and I told her she could borrow it while this podcast is going on.
But it has something in it for you.
What's in there?
I can't.
What is it?
Something.
Something?
Marker!
A marker was in the bag?
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, we don't throw markers. Definitely not. If you're looking for me anywhere on the interweb, you can find me as The Cozy Cottage Crochet on Instagram and Facebook. You can email me directly at thecozycottagecrochet@gmail.com. That's the best way to reach me if you have anything to say about the podcast in particular. And I guess we should just get started. It is like 2:30 on a Thursday. Is it the 24th? It might be August 24th. I have exactly 3 weeks left until my due date for this baby. I truly don't have much to show you for two reasons. One, my hands have been killing me to the point where I haven't even been able to knit some days. Also, this week, every single night I have had something to do for work. I have not gone to bed before 10 a single night this week, and I am wiped out. So not a lot has been done, but I will show you what the progress that has been made, and then I will give you a house tour at the end. So I don't have any finished objects. I'm going to do the one crochet project first because it has only a teeny tiny amount of work done on it, just because my hands have been killing me. I just haven't been able to crochet really at all. It is my Hecla cardigan. It's living in this llama bag. And it has, the llama bag came from my friend Amanda, and then this is a pin that came from Claudia of Crochet Luna. It says, best crochet mama ever. Hey, we talked about this. You can hug my neck, but you cannot pull. You have to be gentle. Got it?
No.
Gentle. If you can't be gentle, I'm going to put you on the floor. The Hecla cardigan, I am changing so many things about. I think last time I was maybe 4 or 5 rows before where I am on the body, and I had not yet started the 4th color at all. The Hecla cardigan, I'm not very much following the pattern anymore, as y'all know, but I have attached color number 4. And it's all crumpled up here. This is a fade from Asylum Fibers. It's called the Color Set. And color 3 is still attached in multiple places. I forgot. So let me see if I can show you what we got here. So this is where I was last time. So I got a couple inches done. I finished the color 3 on the body. I'm about ready to start fading in color 4. This sleeve is finished color 3. This sleeve is finished color 3, and I faded in color 4 and done what looks like 3 rows, maybe 4 rows.
Yeah.
So it's grown just a tiny bit. So I've got color 4 attached to that sleeve, color 3 attached to the body, and this. This isn't attached to anything. No, you can't have it. I might need it for this sleeve. It's very possible. Yeah, this sleeve has a teeny bit of color 3 left. So I'm going to try to put this on and show you what it looks like. It's not going to look, you know, exactly accurate on account of I have a giant baby bump. I've done just a little bit. Maybe my hands have not been feeling awful today so far, so maybe I can work on this tonight a little bit. I'd love to, because I don't have, my goal is actually to finish the sleeves, finish the sleeve, do the cuff, finish the sleeve, do the cuff, then finish the body and figure out what I'm doing for the color treatment.
I love it.
I know, it's sparkly, isn't it?
It is.
This is the teeny amount of yarn that is left for sleeve number 2 that has not had color 4 started fading in yet. Uh-oh. No, don't pull that. I'm missing a stitch marker, and this is unraveling. I wonder where the stitch marker went. It's okay. I can put it back together. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm going to try to stand up, but you're not going to be able to see me very much. I'm going to move the camera back. Ooh. Ooh, okay. So as it stands right now, this is my hip bone. We're like maybe an inch from my hip bone. No, baby. No, you can't touch that. I'm sorry. This is color 2. This is color 3. I will be fading color 4 in momentarily. And this is color 4. So yeah, it's really, really pretty. I just don't know what I'm going to do about the neckline. So my goal is to have the body and sleeves of this done and just have the collar treatment. Hey, that we needed to do after the baby was born, but truthfully, I don't know if it's going to happen because I'm so tired. And there's so much that needs to be done. Don't pull on it. Don't pull on it. Hands off. I know you love it, but you are not being gentle, so I can't let you pull on it because this is already unraveling. Okay. Let's see if I can get this off without unraveling it further. I don't know. Whoa! Where the heck my stitch marker went that was keeping that together. It's only unraveled about 4 stitches so far, so I'm going to kind of roll it up. See if I can salvage it that way. It's really beautiful. I really wish that I could spend more time on it. It's just that my hands have been very unhappy with being pregnant. And my feet. My feet is a whole different story, which I will tell you in a little bit.
There you go. This is a stitch marker.
That's not a stitch marker. That's a cooler to put snacks in. I don't even see a stitch marker in the bottom of this bag. That's crazy. Where could it be? I don't know. Guess I need to find a new one. Maybe it's in the couch. Maybe someone pilfered it, but I won't assume or blame her. Probably it just popped off at some point. So that's the Heckler cardigan. It has gotten some love, which I'm very happy about. Just not very much love, sadly. Maybe some more. I hope that I can get one more podcast in before the baby comes. Technically, we have 3 weeks from today is my due date. You never know what's going to happen. Nova came one day early, but I would like to have one more podcast done. So we'll see. The next project I'm going to share with you, all I have done is swatch. And it's a bit ridiculous, actually, because this is a pattern that I had grand plans for. It's the V-neck boxy by Joji Locatelli. I've wanted to make this for ages. Theoretically, I would be making a size large, which is for a bust of 42 inches. I don't know what my bust is currently because I'm pregnant and I will be nursing, so big. After Nova, it was about 39.5 inches. I don't know what it will settle down to after this baby, or if it even will settle down to that. So I theoretically would be making a large.
You, friends.
Yes, you're showing a book. It's a baby book. Hey, don't walk on that. Go around. You're supposed to get 23 stitches to 4 inches for gauge. I did a gauge swatch.
Here it is.
Here it is on 3.5 millimeter needles. And I'm getting 25 stitches to the inch. So I was like, okay, It won't hurt to do a gauge swatch on 3.75 millimeter needles. 25 stitches to the inch. I think I'm going to just cast on for the large size using the 3.75 millimeter needles. I think the reason it is so tight, because it should not be exactly the same. And I've measured it multiple different ways in this gauge swatch. It's 25 stitches to 4 inches, not 23. Which isn't a big deal, except when you have 66 inches around, it's going to end up being like 5 inches off. However, I can definitely tell that this fabric overall is a little looser than the 3.5 millimeter swatch. So I think that what I will do is go with the 3.75. No. Where's the lid?
Right here.
What do we color on? What do you color on? Is this paper?
No.
No, it is not. If you would like to color, go find some paper. Otherwise, Mommy's going to take the markers away if you try to color on my project bag. This one I can just tell is a little looser overall. Don't stand on that. You're going to hurt yourself. There's sharp things in there. So I'm going to do 3.75 millimeters and just, it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Push the table, please. I think that the reason the gauge is the same is because my fingers have been swollen. And so I was holding the needles really tightly, trying to make them work while I was knitting this swatch. And so they came out pretty much exactly the same size. They're both 30 stitches across and 30 rows wide. And they're the same. I only know they're different because this one I tied a knot in, 3.5 millimeter, and I can see that the stitches are just a little more tight overall. Like the fabric is not quite as stretchy on this one. But I don't want to do a bunch of math. So we're just going to leave it the way it is on these swatches. I'm going to cast on with 3.75 millimeter needles, and it should be fine because it is a top down. And I had grand plans to get to the part where you just knit around in a circle. And just have plain stockinette knitting after the baby comes. But when I read the pattern, I realized you have to make the two fronts and the back and then join under the arms before you can knit in a circle. No, baby. Go find something for you to play with, please. And there's no way that's going to happen before the baby comes. So I may cast on, but it's not going to happen that this is anywhere near close to being stockinette in the round by the time the baby gets here. This yarn is fiber optic yarns in 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylons. 420 yards for 4 ounces. In colorway Peacock.
I found something.
You found a paper. Good. And this is the color. I got this yarn at Rhinebeck. I cannot wait to use it. I do think I will probably alternate skeins. But it's just so pretty. Like, oh my gosh. I've been dying to make a boxy out of this. And I will continue to die to make a boxy out of this because it's not going to happen anytime soon. I'm going to cast on and then have to use my brain. And we already know it doesn't exist, my brain. Nor will it when the baby comes out. It is living in this Cottontail Farm bag that I also got at Rhinebeck that I just love. It's not really big enough for the whole sweater, but it's making me very happy. It will work for now. I think. Water rape. It says mom juice, but it's just water. I have been putting a little bit of time into a pair of socks and a hat. That the sock has just been living in my mom bag, so it's on the go with me. I've had a lot of doctor's appointments recently, trying to cram in a bunch of stuff before the baby gets here. And Oh, you drew a picture? It's so pretty. Oh, Nova, you must draw on the coffee table. See that? Get the marker. On the coffee table. Can you go get me a wipey, please? Because there's marker on the couch. Luckily, it's extremely washable. So this has had a little bit of work. Let me find the tag for this yarn in a different bag because I split it up. Where is the tag? Thank you. Let me.
And there's one more here.
Washable. I don't think that's marker. I think that's something else. Thank goodness. Let's see. There we go. Colorway is String Theory Dye Works. String Theory Color Works. It is a colorway called Stark Effect. It is a self-striping neon and black yarn. It is 80% merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. It's a sport weight, which I didn't realize until I had split it to make socks and a hat. And I truly don't know if I'm gonna have enough yarn to make both of them. We'll see.
Have some of that?
You can't have some of this, no. I got past the heel though, so I'm just making shorty socks.
Can you have it?
No, this is mommy's. You go find something for you to play with out of your toys. All over there.
Where's my...
This is where I was last time. 2 rows into the cuff. Where the stitch marker is. I did 15 rounds of 2x2 ribbing and 64 stitches. Baby girl. Oh, I thought she was gonna hurt herself severely, but it's fine. Yes, you can wear that hat. I decreased out 4 stitches because this is sport weight yarn. It still may be too big. I'm not sure. No. That had a potty seat in it. That bag is gross. Put that bag down. You can play with the fan as long as you are gentle. So this has 64 stitches and this has 60. And then for the heel, I did a fish lips kiss heel, but I increased 2 stitches back here so that I could work the heel across 32 stitches, and then I decreased them back out after. So this is where we're at. It's very squishy. It's very exciting. I love it. I just don't know if I'm gonna have enough to get 2 socks. Certainly not. I don't need any water, baby. Thank you. Certainly not that are matching. Like there's no way. I don't think there's any way that's possible. But maybe. We'll see. I love it. So it goes from purple, blue, green, yellow, then it goes to orange, then hot pink. I think that's the whole stripe sequence. But I can show you the whole stripe sequence because I have been working on a sockhead hat. This is what it looks like. I'm affectionately calling this my Lisa Frank hat because I think it looks like Lisa Frank to me. So it goes, at least on this one, we've got pink, orange, yellow, green, like a neon blue and purple, and then it repeats. So I'm in the stockinette portion of the hat. It's amazing, gentle. It's amazing how fast this is going. In sport weight yarn, it's just fluffy and squishy, and the 10% cashmere makes it amazing. Are you cooling off, everyone, with your fan? It is like 90 degrees outside. I really, really love it. So this is where we're at. This is what it looks like.
Have it.
You cannot have it. It's got sharp needles in it. This is a stitch marker that came with the hat, with the yarn. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Which I love. I got this yarn at Yarn Lounge. Well, actually at the local yarn store next to Yarn Lounge. But I had actually seen this yarn at Distaff Day in January. I saw a swatch of it, but they didn't have any, so I didn't buy it. I didn't buy anything that day. And I saw this at the yarn store next to Yarn Lounge, and I was like, it's meant to be. It's the one I wanted. So I really, really, really like it. this is how much I have left. Let's see how many inches we've got. About 7. I think we've got about 7 inches. I usually work a socket hat to like 11 inches. In fact, I'll show you. This is a regular socket hat. This one I think I worked to 12 before starting the decreases. I don't think I'm going to have enough yarn to get there. However, this is the first socket hat I ever made in Moon Tower Dye Works yarn. The reason it's in this bag is because this one got a hold of it and stuck her stinky feet in it. So when this one gets washed, this one's going to get washed. This one's been all over the world with me. But if I can get 10 inches, I think I can get 10 inches out of this. And I'm actually going to work the decreases in solid black. I know I have a skein of sport weight, just regular merino from like Webs, like 50 grams somewhere. If I can put my fingers on it, I'm going to just work the decreases in solid black so as not to mess up the stripe pattern and so as to get more hat. Hey, what are you doing?
Nothing.
You can't just attack people. That will hurt people. You can't just attack people's heads. You got hiccups?
Yeah.
From doing what? So that will be in black, the crown of the hat. Who knows? Don't put it on my head, please. You can put it on my shoulder. I estimate that hat will be finished before the baby comes. But who knows? You know, you just never know. I have that pair of socks. I have another pair of socks that's just barely started that I can work on as well, that I'll probably pack with my hospital bag. And that's it. That's all I've been working on. It's not all I've been working on in life, but it is all I've been working on in yarn-related things. You're going to fall off this couch. Do you know that? I'm holding you up. I'm holding you up.
Now leave this on.
Well, it fell off. So we've been trying to put the house together. I will film I'll walk through the house and do like a little video tour of all the rooms, of what they look like now. The construction work is done. Finished. There's a few things that we still have to do. Like I finally have the nursery in some semblance of order. It's still a bit of a disaster, but it's getting there. The bassinet is washed. All the new baby clothes are washed for the new baby.
And then now you have a hat.
Now I have a hat. What have we been doing? Have we been building furniture? We built your bed. We've been sleeping in your big girl room. She's not been napping again. We had one glorious week where she took naps, and now she's back to just raging instead of napping, and then crying at night instead of going to sleep because she's overtired. So that's fun. Great timing. I momentarily had hope, but it's gone now. I think we're pretty much ready for the baby. I just need to organize a couple last things for the nursery, and I need to pack a hospital bag, and the diaper bag needs to be packed for a baby. I'm going to get her, maybe tomorrow, a small backpack that will fit her potty seat and a change of clothes and some snacks. She doesn't need a giant diaper bag anymore, but you do need a little bag. Plus, we need it to be separate because I imagine Josiah and I will be dividing and conquering at several points. I ordered a little it's kind of like a diaper bag, but it's like a little breast pump backpack so that I have something to put my breast pump in. And this thing called a Series Chill, which is basically like a breast milk thermos cooler. It's supposed to keep it cold for 20 hours. I will not need it to be cold for 20 hours. But I did have a problem when I was out pumping away from her, when I was nursing her, keeping the milk cold. With just ice packs, it like wasn't quite good enough. So that will come in, I think, this weekend, and then the little backpack for the breast pump will come in Tuesday or something next week. So I'll set that up. I'm not planning on starting to pump until like a couple weeks in, and then I will probably do just like I did with Nova and just have one extra pump session a day.
I love to
You're wrapping me up. So I would
But
nurse
don't
her,
take it off.
and then
So
about
don't take it off.
I would pump in the morning one extra session, and that's how I built up a freezer stash
I will put
for her,
one
which was pretty good, except
spot
that I apparently have high lipase, which now I know,
Where's
so I'll be boiling my milk immediately. It's an enzyme that
one goldfish on your head.
don't put goldfish on my head. I don't want that. You put goldfish in your mouth
and
and eat it.
And no more of it.
I don't want any goldfish on my head. You can eat it, but I don't want goldfish on my head.
And then,
Oh, Dad. High lipase makes, after a while, your milk tastes like soap. It smells like kind of metallic, and I had no idea that that was something I had. And so I ended up donating over 100 ounces, months of work, to a NICU, which is wonderful. Like, I'm so glad that the babies in the feeding tubes got donor milk. However, I was very sad that day, like just devastated that I had spent all that time and she wouldn't drink the milk. So now I know that, and I will be boiling my milk immediately so that it kills that enzyme. The longer if you have that enzyme, the longer it's in the fridge or the freezer, the higher, like the worse it's gonna, like after a week, you wouldn't be able to tell. After several months, big difference. So at least I know this time. I think, we gotta make a hospital bag. I gotta do that. But other than that, I think everything's pretty much ready to go. Found my baby carrier and washed it. It's currently hanging to dry. My breast pillow cover, nursing pillow is drying. So there's just some odds and ends that need to be taken care of. But the bulk, all the furniture building is done. The major moving of things is done. There's certain parts of the house that are just like cluttered and kind of disastery to me, but I don't think that's going to change before the baby comes, honestly. I'm trying to cram so many things of work. Like Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night this week, I have worked. Monday night I was up till almost midnight. Tuesday maybe 10. Last night 10:30. Next week will be the same. And then once September hits, it will calm down significantly in preparation for the baby. But there's just a lot of things that I'm trying to cram in. And so not only is it making me extra tired, it's making me not have any time to knit or crochet, even if my hands are feeling fine, because I am not home. Because I'm not home. You're going to show the coloring books? Here, let's show them like this. We got 2 coloring books yesterday for $1. Here's a Mirabelle coloring book and a Sesame Street coloring book, both of which have already been attacked. By you! Do you like them? You like coloring on them? Are we not talking now?
No.
No? Do you have anything you want to say? What do you think about the fact that baby Nola is coming? Are you happy about that?
I'm not.
She's not. This morning she was like, "Where's my baby?" And then she pointed at my belly. He's in there. We'll see. We'll see. All of the knitting on that hat and all of the knitting on the socks have been done, like in doctor waiting rooms, etc.
Count 1 for me. Da, 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 da.
You singing a song? In other news, I broke my toe Saturday evening 2 weeks ago. So the day that my last podcast went live, I was pushing a car seat box down the hallway and I ran my pinky toe into the door frame. Now in my eyeball. I ran my pinky toe into the door frame and I felt and heard a pop.
Put this in here.
And I knew it was broken. I did go to urgent care because I was like, I know they're not really going to do anything for a toe, except if there's something like really wrong, because it looked like I had done something to the joint. Like, this is my pinky toe. This is what got super, super, super swollen, and then my whole pinky toe. So if there's something bigger than that, I need to know, because I cannot deal with that with a newborn in 3-4 weeks. So I went to the urgent care and I said, I'm 95% sure I broke it. I would like an x-ray of my foot. And they would not give me one because I'm pregnant. And I was like, it's nowhere near the baby. Also, I'm like full term, so it's fine. They wouldn't give me one. They just gave me a boot to wear, which I did wear, except it gave me like hip problems immediately. So then I went to a podiatrist who did give me an x-ray, because it's nowhere near the baby, and they have like a lead thing you can wear on your thing. Anyways, one x-ray. I don't understand people. But, oh yeah, I really broke it. Like, thankfully the joint is okay. It's just the toe that's broken. But where the toe connects to your foot, that is where it's broken, and it's broken straight across. So she was like, yeah, there isn't really much we're going to do about that. A normal pinky toe break, 4 to 6 weeks, you'll be feeling better. Where you broke it and how you broke it, probably 6 to 8 weeks. Could be up to 12 before it feels good. And I was like, oh, it's terrible. And then she said to buy a pair of Birkenstocks. So I have a pair of Birkenstock sandals that I'm currently wearing, which I hate. They're so uncomfortable. But they have a really stiff sole, so they don't let that toe bend very much. And she was like, whatever you do, don't tape it, because, you know, a regular pinky toe break, you can tape it and it'll be fine. But if you do that, then it's supposed to be like this, but if you tape it, it will then heal crooked. And it will be crooked for the rest of your life. So don't tape your toe. Okay. So it's just made getting around so much harder. It's made keeping up with her so much harder, on top of my giant pregnant belly that's very big and very in the way of life. We did have a baby appointment yesterday, and everything was fine with the baby, which was good. We've got 2 more appointments, I guess. And then the one after that. So there's next week's appointment, the week after, and then if the baby's not there by the week after that, we get an ultrasound. I would love it if the baby would come slightly early. I need the baby to stay in until September 4th, but because I'll have coverage at work before then. So I have a 10-day window. I would not love the baby to come on September 11th. Hopefully that's not happening. But whenever the baby comes, I'll be happy that the baby is here. But hopefully September 4th or later, and hopefully not late. Because they were like, oh, we'll let you go like a week past your due date, and then we'll induce you. And I'm like, I don't want to go a week past my due date. Get out of here. With Nova coming the day before, I was dying, and I am dying. My belly is so big. I can't sleep at night. I have to pee every 5 minutes. And it's to the point where, like, he pushes so hard. It is like physically painful if I feel like I have to pee and I hold it. It hurts because there's just no room in there. And he's going to put on probably another pound, maybe 1.5 pounds before delivery. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. It's going to be a whirlwind of a couple of weeks. I have still been doing the vlogs. I don't know. I mean, there's not really much left. Hey, we're not ripping all the pages out of the coloring book. That's the last one where I'm going to take them. I'm going to take the coloring book. Got it? No more ripping pages out of books. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying. There's a lot going on. But the construction of the house is done. So I'm grateful for that. Nova's not napping. I'm not grateful for that. You got to draw on the coffee table, okay? Remember when the marker got on the couch and we had to clean it up? So take the paper and put it on the coffee table. Then draw. Thank you. I have to do something about dinner. This one's got to go to bed early because she didn't take a nap. Which means Mommy didn't get a nap. And now I'm so tired that, like, this morning I was sitting at the kitchen table and I literally could feel my head being like nodding off, like at breakfast. But I can't nap if she doesn't nap. So there's nothing that can be done about that. In the morning, I have meetings for work when she's at the babysitter. Today, she didn't have a babysitter. No childcare today, so it's just me and her. And my rest time is while she's sleeping. If she doesn't sleep, I don't get rest time because then we're together all afternoon. And then I have meetings all night for work, trying to get stuff done. So it's just not a great situation. It's not helping me at all. But well, we will survive. I'm sure this is nothing compared to how tired I'll be when the baby comes out. I would love any positive vibes you have for my toe, for this baby, for a safe, healthy, happy delivery that is complication-free, for getting everything organized in time, for Nova to suddenly realize the benefit and delight of sleep, and that it will just survive until then. It would be really helpful. So I want to do a house tour. So I don't have a clue how long this podcast is. It's probably a little short, but I'm going to do a house tour and then I will sign off. And hopefully I'll see you again in 2 weeks. But I will try and keep up the vlogs for a few more days at least. And then we'll see about this brand new baby coming into the world. So until I see you again, happy crafting. Be kind to yourself. Try to rest when you can. At least rest for me. Bye, friends. Okay, friends, let's do an official house tour. So this is the living room. It used to have a tiny pallet wall just right there. My husband built this entire board wall himself. He ripped it out of plywood, cut it, stained it, sanded it, the whole 9 yards. So that's done. Our couch is the same. The floors are gray. They used to be brown a long time ago. We had a big water leak. This is what used to be where all the books were in Nova's Play Corner, but now it's just Nova's Play Corner. So there used to be bookcases here, a book chair there, and then Nova's kitchen. But now we've got the kitchen, a bookshelf for her, a cozy little reading corner, her coloring table, and all her toys are in there. So it's a bit messy, but she's very excited. Piano stayed where it was. This is the kitchen. Nothing structurally has changed. The floor is gray, but all of these cabinets used to be this brown. So when we got the floors changed because of the water leak, Josiah painted, knocked over the whole thing. He painted all the cabinets blue, which was quite an exciting adventure because they took multiple coats of paint.
And I make you a picture for you.
Nova's making a picture for everyone. If you're excited about that. We got a hallway. This is the bathroom with the bathtub. This was here before.
And here you go, friends.
Here's the picture that Nova drew for you. It's very beautiful.
Yes, yeah.
So the bathtub.
And the squirrel.
Hey, shh, Mama's talking. The bathtub has not changed, except that this used to be a window, and now it is like a little inset with some glass tile in it, because there's a closet on the other side of that wall now. This entire bathroom used to be yellow, but now it's green. Josiah painted the bathroom green. Nova has a loofah she's very proud of, and may not be a big deal to any of y'all, but there's now a ceiling fan, like an exhaust fan, which is pretty nice. Going this way, this room has not changed much at all. This is the nursery. It's still a bit of a mess, but it's getting there. This is where Nova used to be. Her crib is full of breast pumps and nursing supplies, an old crib mattress. The dresser is full of the new baby clothes. That's my nursing pillow that I'm washing the cover of. And the closet is full of diapers. And there's a bunch of organization that needs to be going on in here, but basically nothing has changed in this room, except this girl moved out. Are we going to show your new room?
Yes, it is.
Here it is.
Here.
Let me turn the light on. Okay. So what's down on the bottom behind you? Is that your bed?
I use my bed, but I can't read this book.
You're going to read the book. So we have a big girl bed for her. She can sleep on the bottom, and eventually when she's old enough, she can sleep on top. Right now she just plays up there, and she'll have more space underneath. We got a squishy mat just like she had in her nursery, so that if she falls out of bed, which she has done a couple of times, it's nice and soft. We have a tent over here full of stuffies. This is an old bookcase that belonged to Josiah that he actually just painted. So it's the same exact bookcase, but it's painted. It's full of her books now. And her little star machine. Her sign moved from the nursery in here. I found some cheap kid mirrors on Amazon. They're shatterproof, and put them on the wall. And then there's a dresser in here in the closet. The closet doors are broken, which is not delightful, but it's on the list of things to fix. So this room is completely different, and this one wall got a coat of paint because it had a bunch of dings and scratches. So her room, it's a very exciting room. She loves it so much.
I love it so much.
Yes, you do.
We have something.
And you have a dinosaur. So right here is where the new construction began. There used to be a wall. This used to be our master bedroom. So this hallway used to be part of our master bedroom. This is now my husband's office. Again, it's not quite done. This is a cabinet bed. It will eventually go on this wall. This is his desk. He's going to build himself a new desk that's slightly smaller. So both of these are going to fit on the wall. And then this bookcase with all of these books is actually going to be in the corner on this wall. So it's a small room. It will all fit once it's all done. My yarn stash is right here in those bins. That's a box of books that wouldn't fit in the bookcase. But those bins are my yarn stash, and it has moved in here along with a bunch of other stuff. Nope, nope, nope. Leave it. We're not destroying anything in here after Mommy put all the books away. So yeah, that's all there. Come on, let's go to the other room. This used to be our master bathroom. The teeny tiny master bathroom that we both couldn't fit in at the same time. It has a toilet and then a teeny little shower. I can't even get in there and show you. But it used to have a window as well, and now it's a little inset cubby with shelves. So currently Nova's swimsuit is drying in there. Okay, out. Out, you. And this is our master bedroom. It's humongous. It's not entirely put together yet either, but all the construction is finished. Put it back, please. Those are clean for the baby. So we've got our bed, which is a mess. Built some nightstands.
And I can show you.
Don't open the door. That belongs to Daddy. I've got the bassinet in here, which has a really cute dinosaur crib sheet and some space underneath for diapers and burp cloths. As you can see, my dresser is a disaster. This is every clothing Nova has owned since she's been born. I'm just waiting to see if one of my friends is going to have a girl in a couple weeks before I get rid of that. It has a walk-in closet, which we've never had in the whole time we've been married. And then this is my favorite part, the bathroom. It's got beautiful gray tile floor. Over here is the little toilet. It has a linen closet. And then we have a giant mirror, which I've always wanted. A double sink vanity, which I've always wanted. And the best part is the shower. So we've got, wrong light. We've got this blue tile shower with a little cubby hole. This is what the bottom of the shower looks like. Excuse me, please. Nova, excuse me. I don't want to hurt you with the door. And it's got these glass shower doors, which are pretty fabulous.
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 What do you think of the bathroom?
It's bad.
It's bad. I don't think it's bad. I think it's wonderful. You can tell that Nova's been here because there's a pillow on the floor. So yeah, that is the tour of the house. I can see Nova's been turning off all the lights behind me. The baby will eventually be there next to me, and probably the crib will be there for a while. Hey, stop opening and closing the door, please. And that's the tour of the house.